The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Like 20, hardball. 17.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw on second down is gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Starting left here. 12.
Play action. It's gone. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's Ajayi. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Here as he's taken down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
That's taken on the 25. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Go, 12, go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw is going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll hand it off now. Williams looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. On 1st down, Goff. And it's caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Now it's a Giant. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Down the man inside. Down the man.
They run with a Giant. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is a Giant. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Mikel Roby brings him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go. Let's go.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they'll go on the ground. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play's going and being able to make a play on the football.
16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
first and 10. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
Hey, 76, 76, 76. Hey, 76, 76, 76. 14, 14, 14.
Now Goff on first down. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Starting left here. Jester, Jester, Jester. 5, 5. Tiger, Tiger. Jester, Jester, Jester.
On second down, here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
This one fielded at the 5. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mark Barron coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 78 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
12.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They run it again with Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Shell. 11.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Down to the 25. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Good chip.
They run again with a J. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Wentz going to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Goff on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, it's Williams. Able to slither by. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
DC.
Now they're out there again to try once more.
Louis. 11. Starting left here.
Now it's gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. They go back to the ground with Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Goff now looking to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Bennett able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That was really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
81. Go. 80.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Wentz. He finds Humphries. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. Right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 37. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll get it up the middle. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. They'll try to run with a J. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi taking it in. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
20. 12. 12. 12. 12.
On first down, it's gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20.
Deuce. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gone. And that'll be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Orange.
From the gun, here's gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was fourth down, and the possession changes. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll begin the drive with a J. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
82.
He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Steps away. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, what do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. From Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it